Hey kids, welcome to another exciting episode, at least we hope it is, of the Tipsy Irishman. We do have to do a couple sponsors real quick. First of all, Grinds. Get Grinds. If you're talking about smoking, chewing tobacco, want some caffeine, just need something to put in there instead of gum or whatever, 50% caffeine. It's almost a cup of coffee. And anytime you feel that need to have some cigarette or some dip in your mouth, just hit this up. Cheaper than all of that, and a good deal. And the more you buy, the better deal you get. And we've got some friends from the Happy Juice Whiskey Club that are loving it, and they will do some testimonials hopefully soon. And also, as you see my beautiful glasses here, these are from Pear Eyewear. But first, before I say that, I'm sorry, go to getgrinds.com if you like that idea. But anyways, my Pear Eyewear, look at this. You want to go? Boom, sunglasses. What up? We got millions of different designs and frames and all that, and they're awesome. And a little cheaper than you would get at any other, like America's Best. Or,
you can just send them your prescription.
You just send them the prescription, and they'll. And listen, I had a problem. The first time I did it, I got the wrong size and the wrong this and the wrong that. They said, "Zero problem, sir. We will send you the next thing you need." Because I didn't measure myself correctly, and they're like, no problems. They didn't charge me a dime. In fact, at the end of the day, they sent me $35 back. Okay. Can't hurt, right?
Yeah.
And you can always have a different appearance, a different thing. They have open frames that change your appearance. I've got some St. Patrick's Day frames that are empty. You just pop them on. Now I got clovers on my face. It's pretty cool. Coming next week.
Oh yeah, man! St. Patrick's Day's right around the
corner. Just in time for St. Patrick's Day.
We gotta start planning that. Shoot.
We gotta start planning our livers and our kidneys. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, with that being said, we got some special guests here, and he knows all about them. So I'm gonna shut up and let him talk about it.
Well, it's actually funny. I grabbed these without even talking to Ed. He's got his Happy Juice Whiskey Club hat on. This is a Happy Juice Whiskey Club pick of Elijah Craig. So in our continuing series of Does It Store Pick, where we kind of bounce a store pick off of a shelf-available product, what we have with us tonight is the Happy Juice pick. This one came in right at 9 years, 129.5 proof. I went to the release party on this one. I didn't really intend to buy it, but they had one open and they were letting us try it. And
that never hurts.
And it convinced me, man. It
never hurts.
Elijah Craig was one of those bottles I chased when I first got into whiskey because of the 3 releases, and it's barrel proof, and it's just really, really cool, and they're all different. You got to get them all because they're all different. And I have like 8 of these sitting around the house half full. I never finish them. I don't find myself reaching back for them very often.
However, I've never had one that I didn't like.
Agreed. Oh yeah, it's not that I don't like them. It's just that for whatever reason, when you open them and you try them, and you're like,
I would say every one I've had has been better than the next one.
I've had definitely some ones that some are better than others. This one, this one I like a lot. I mean, I got to try it at the party, and it's like, this one's very different. This one was,
as you can see, there's some out of it.
Yeah, we've put a dent in
that
one.
We just did this too.
Fast forward, C923 drops, and the whole whiskey world's been talking about C923. It's the best Elijah Craig release in years, and you got to get it. And some came here locally, and I had the opportunity to buy one around $100, and I passed. Like I said, I got a bunch of these half open. I don't finish them. I don't reach for them. I've heard it's the best thing ever, but just at $100, I passed. Well,
I know about the best thing ever. Yeah.
Right. My buddy came across 4 of these at a Walmart in the Villages. He paid like $70 each.
Damn.
He said, "Dude, you want one?" I was like, "Well, for $70, I can't."
Clearance aisle.
Right. So I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll come up. We'll do a trade for it or whatever. Let me get it." So for those who care, this is laser code A22, not A23. There's some controversy going back and forth on the laser codes that they might be different juice, different vats, something along those lines. People swear they taste different, but I've seen a couple videos of guys blinding them side by side, and there's no consistency there. There's like 23 is not better than the 22. So this is C923. This is the last release from 2023. This one comes in at 13 years, 7 months. And I think that's what really put it over the top for a lot of guys. Is that's really old. Like that's a really, really old Elijah Craig release. This one's coming in right around 133 proof. Our pick came in, 129.5. So they're comparable on the proof points.
I like the heat, baby.
But this will be my first time breaking this bottle. We literally took the wrapper off it tonight. So I don't know. It's going to be a super fair comparison. This one's been open for a little while. But we kind of wanted to do them side by side because, like I said, the Johnny's pick, Happy Juice Whiskey Club pick, was one of my favorites in recent memory. And if we're going to put it up against something, we should put it up against the best. So our front glasses here, these are the Johnny's pick. Yep, we're going to start with a slightly lower proof. 4 proof points. It really matters all that much. What's interesting, and I don't know if it's the Glens, But that C923 definitely looks darker to me, significantly. And you would expect that with an extra 4 years on it. But it looks significantly darker.
Don't smell no 129, bro.
No.
No way.
No, definitely not.
The ethanol.
There's not a ton of ethanol
way
on it.
Way low. I mean, kudos, but no.
Man, my whole right side is completely stopped up. Hopefully I can actually taste tonight.
Just do a little snort.
Because the smell is, I'm not picking up a lot.
I don't like it. Both my nostrils work, and I'm not smelling it either.
Definitely getting a little of that Elijah Craig. There's a slight nutty profile that comes along with the Elijah Craig to me. They usually drink hotter than the proof to me.
Little.
Oftentimes, there's times I find myself having to put ice on this.
Little oak on there.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, it's
I did the notes. I feel a lot of fruity too.
Yeah, cheers.
Or some fruit. That's delicious. And again, doesn't taste 129.
Man,
No burn.
the thing I get about that Johnny's pick that really drew me to it initially was it's very heavy vanilla. I like a lot of vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of spicier
Yeah.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Very vanilla forward. We had a pick team that actually went up to pick this bottle. This wasn't just a distiller's choice. This was, we had guys go up and taste a couple samples and really put some time and effort into it. And I've heard a lot about these picks from a couple different store owners that when they're getting samples or they're going up there, they're given a huge range. Like some of these picks can age up into that 13-year range, but the older's not always better.
What is that again?
9 years and change, I think.
That stuff good.
Oh, it's delicious. And again, this is the best Elijah Craig I've had in recent memory, which is why I bought it. It's generally not something I find myself going after. And like I said, the C923 I wouldn't have snagged if it didn't just literally fall into my lap.
I'm gonna smell it again with your one nostril. It's so mellow now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely no ethanol to it.
I gotta say though, for B129, because we had the Happy Juice Knob Creek 120, which is mellow too, but this does not taste 129 at all.
Second sip better than the first. First sip was definitely a little harsh. 129 proof, and this is kind of my first drink of the day. I warmed up a tiny bit. We had like a little tiny
He's
sip,
lying.
a little sip of something, but first
God
real
damn, that's amazing.
first real drink of the day. Very, very good though. Definitely enjoyed, and to me, when I tried this one in person, the store pick was a significantly better profile than any of the shelfers I'd had.
He might not leave with this. Just saying.
Now let's see how it compares to the Juggernaut, right? So this bottle has been blowing up the internet now for about 3 months. Once people kind of discovered it, again, the Elijah Craig releases aren't crazy hyped. You're not going to find a YouTube video on almost every release because guys there's 3 a year. You don't really chase it. Yeah, it's a lot.
There's a lot of releases.
And when you find them, they're usually $89-ish, $100-ish, and it's kind of expensive. And for the most part, they all kind of taste the same.
Unless you're like an Elijah, like he's a turkey whore.
Yeah.
Unless you're an Elijah whore, you're not going to hit every one of the Elijahs because they come out with so many during the year.
Man, I'm hesitant to talk about the nose because I'm so
There's
stocked up.
What is this?
130 and change.
There's no way.
130, 133.
I'm going to say this has more ethanol than this does.
I'm getting almost like a graham cracker
Yes.
note on that.
Yes. You know what's funny? Almost smells like a campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little graham crackery, but I'm so stopped up, man. I'm struggling to get past it. It's really just vanilla and ethanol and a little bit of graham cracker.
Excuses.
Cheers.
Wow. Oh, wow. Pow, pow, pow.
First thing I noticed about that, the mouthfeel is completely different.
Wow.
It's got to come from the age. That mouthfeel is significantly different. That was oily and viscous and thick.
Yes.
Like,
And says, hey, I know it didn't smell like it, but hey, I'm 130.
yeah, that finish is, wow. That gave me a little bit of eye water.
My nose is running a little bit.
Like, it
But
got me in the gums.
But it's not like burning.
No.
It's still a trickly kind of, hi, I'm there. How about you?
But it's almost like when you get something that's real high rye and it gets you in the gums more than like because normally proof doesn't get you in the gums.
That hit everything.
That hit everything.
That's like if you not the taste. You ever bite into like a really super fresh a fruit that you enjoy, and you get in there, your mouth just explodes. That's what it was. It was a firecracker party in your mouth. Yeah, that was good. Not in a bad way. that was so different. That's amazing.
Second sip again, better on this one as well. That first sip was, that's right, man. It packed a punch. I mean, that was a pop. And it's only 4 proof points higher, 3.5 points higher, but it definitely had a pop to it. It's crazy to me how completely different
See,
the
now that time
mouthfeel is.
I got a little heat that time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the second time.
Yeah, the mouthfeel in these, again, that's a big whiskey buzzword, you know, the mouthfeel. But if you put these side by side, you would know exactly what we're talking about. This in your mouth is completely different than this. It's,
or like you say, if you know, you know.
It's almost just thicker. It's kind of the only way to describe it is it's it's thicker.
Yeah. Well, the color's nice too on that one.
Oh, I mean, we get an extra
they're both lovely colors, but that's a really nice color.
You get an extra 4 years in the barrel, man. They're bound to be darker. I gotta go back to the Happy Juice one because I don't think that the flavor profiles are significantly different. The finish on this one is lasting longer, for sure.
No, it's this with enhancements.
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
I'm gonna clear my palate with a little bit of water. This is actually getting me a little.
Now it's starting to burn a little bit. Yeah. But it's a really slow, mellow, gradual burn.
Yeah. Yeah, the Happy Juice pick, you can put it all over your mouth. It doesn't have any of that burn on the gums at all.
Nothing.
That's really interesting.
But not nothing bad. Just nothing crazy.
The store pick is significantly more approachable. Like if you had some new whiskey drinkers and you want to turn them onto something barrel proof, this might scare somebody. Because even for guys like us that are pretty well seasoned.
Oh my God! What did you give me? Yeah.
It's got some pop, man. Oh my gosh.
But to be clear, both effing delicious. Keeping it clean, kids.
The C923 is still very sweet, very vanilla.
My lips are not. A little bit.
I'm definitely picking a little more elevated flavor profile out of it, but again, an extra 4 years, in the barrel will do that. Still sweet, still good. The finish is better for sure. I can't attribute the finish to just 4 proof points. Like this finish is hanging out.
And the longer we sit here, the more
it's getting you a little bit.
Yeah, the more it's like hello.
Yeah, no, it's. I would think honestly, for me to enjoy the C923 the right way, I would probably have to throw a chip of ice in it, like the way I do with Stags. I'd have to throw a little bit of ice in it because for every sip I take on that, it's starting to just creep back up into my chest.
Just bust on you, but ice on the Stag too.
I can't drink the Stags without the ice. To me, listen, I get it. You want to drink it neat. A little bit of ice on a Stag allows me to get through all the flavored notes, and it opens it up better for me.
Well, I do too with the ice. And what to do? A nice rocks glass, some ice in there. That is a drink I can do for like an hour.
What's interesting to me,
40 minutes, just drinking it, just sipping, drinking it, loving it.
What turned me off to the ABC series of Elijah Craig's was this.
Besides the fact that it's ABC.
Well, like the ABC release, like the ABC.
I'm just kidding. Not a fan, just saying, of ABC in general.
It's hot in the chest. The store pick is not like that. I'm not getting that crazy punch heartburn out of it. I think that's what drew me to the store pick.
I'm getting serious. It's definitely affecting me. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love it on a little ice.
Yeah.
We'd be done with this tonight, but
yeah, no.
We might not leave with this.
The C923's got to go with some ice. The store pick, significantly more approachable. I hate to use the word smooth or mellow when it comes to whiskey, but that's the difference here. This is more viscous and thick, and the finish is longer, but the heartburn and the kickback, it's like a mule. Where this at 129 is not at all.
This you could do straight sipping. This you need to add a little ice. A piece of ice, a little ice, whatever your
whatever your vernacular allows.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever you call it.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't hate
the store.
The
the finish on the store pick is shorter and a little more muted, but even at 129 proof, it's not kicking me. It's not kicking me in the chest.
But as a member of the club that was not privy to this particular one, I would say that I'm sorry I missed out.
Yeah, I think in a side-by-side comparison, from a pure drinkability standpoint, the store pick wins out. If you're looking for complex and you don't mind that elevated proof profile, the C923 has more to offer for sure.
Like them both, but I'm sorry I missed this.
Yeah, I think the C923 has a little more complexity to offer. The store pick itself, though, I think if I was picking one and it was just going to stay on my shelf, I would go with the store pick. I would reach for that more because I know what this is going to do to me. You know, every sip I'm taking.
Let me
on
ask you
this
a
one
question
is-
then. If they're both on the shelf and they're both the same price, which one would you pick?
Oh, I would think, knowing what I know, I would take the store pick for sure. Yeah, for
There you
sure.
go. Now you know.
Just because it drinks better for my palate. I don't want that kick. I don't want that burn. I don't want to fight with my whiskey. I don't have to fight with this. This is delicious. It's vanilla. It's got some fruit to it. It's got some
In
finish to
this
it.
corner.
Yeah, here comes C923 with it's like an uppercut, man.
You
I mean, you saw what we poured. We only poured about a half an ounce, so we're not taking really, really big sips.
don't
of this.
want a Conor McGregor hit, right?
I mean, I'm only taking little, maybe.
Well, the thing that's funny is, as we're sitting here still, I haven't done like 3-4 minutes. It's literally gone from here, and it's causing all this right here. Not that I'm upset about it, but just I'm my belly's hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, but that finish is tough to beat. So again, if that long finish, heavy vanilla presence, very oaky, drying,
Well,
ultra
I'm super
aged.
dry mouth now. Yeah, absolutely.
I see where the hype is coming from on this because like this is significantly different than any of the other shelfers I have laying around.
And what was it?
What the
How
price?
much? Yeah.
I got it for like 70, I think 75 out the door.
So again, not to bring it back up, but when it comes to the Jack 12, because kind of now that's the standard.
It was the standard last year. Batch 2, the MSRP on Batch 2 is up.
What I'm saying, that's the standard. If you can grab it and have it, and great, for what it was at 12-year, for me, I'm not Jack Dude anymore. Amazing, changed my life. That's a good price, I think.
Oh, for sure.
That, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with this bottle. Don't get me wrong. It's the way that it's hitting me personally. The flavor is great. The finish is great. There's nothing to take away from the whiskey, but it's definitely drinking hotter than I would like. If I threw some ice on this, like I said, I could drink this all night long. No worries. Tiny little chip ice with every glass.
Would that make it
I'd
good
be fine.
old-fashioned?
I might. I don't know that I think you would. I think you would lose a lot
Too
of
much?
complexities.
Too much?
You would lose the complexity in the whiskey. I like the viscosity of this. That first initial hit, like you could tell instantly, you were drinking something different.
That punched me right in the face.
Yeah, it was definitely thick and very delicious and a great finish, and
Sorry for the noise. We are doing live,
it's still beautiful here. We got another couple weeks of this, guys, and we're back
and we're
inside.
outside. And of course, this is when all the people come home from work, and there's lots of wind tonight, and we have all the Amazon deliveries. So sorry, it's
man.
good.
Yeah, no doubt. That again,
But if you
Finish
had
better.
a gun to my head and asked me, you got one choice and that's it, I'm taking this. Home? I might take it home now.
I do think it's cool that our pick team was able to find an Elijah Craig barrel that doesn't have that solid. Punch,
I'm going to
that
say
solid kick
our
in the
pick
teeth.
team for Happy Juice. It's not always the same people, and they're banging.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We haven't
They
had
do
we
a
haven't any misses this
great,
year.
a great job,
Yeah, for sure.
and so far, and I'm always happy with what it is. Although I'm still kind of a novice. You wouldn't know it by the shows, but but he's helped me get better. So
End of the day, thanks Ben for the hookup on the bottle. I appreciate it, brother, and you got one coming back your way. And thanks Deli for talking to me into go trying this. I was literally there just to hang out with my buddies, and he's like, "Nah, man, we got one open. You should give it a shot." And jumped right on it. I like this bottle a lot. I can
And,
sit and enjoy it.
and thanks Deli for all you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
So
well,
Deli's the guy
and-
that runs Happy Juice for us. Super great
Thank
guy.
you for the beautiful chapeau.
Mhm.
And if you don't know what that means, figure it out. And with that being said, we're going to have a couple more here. And if you are out there loving it, if you can find it, go get it. If you know us, maybe talk to us. Maybe we can get you some love. Probably not. But
Oh, yeah, real quick, last plug.
Oh,
This pick
last
is
plug.
still available at Angel's Liquor in Daytona. I stopped by Angel's on Friday on my way out.
Holla.
I actually got a Joe Mag cigar blend from them. They had one under the shelf at a decent price. But there's still a couple bottles of this left at our affiliate store out in Daytona Beach, which is really, really cool. And I think, don't quote me on this, they might ship. So you reach out to those guys, and if you're interested in the pick, because like I said, it's a significantly more approachable Elijah Craig barrel proof than anything else I've ever had. Reach out to them because they've got it.
and on that note, drink one for us, because I guarantee you we're going to drink one for you. And we'll see you on the next episode. Cheers, my friends.